As you all know, life is really different here, and sometimes that difference presents itself in different ways. Today and for the last couple of days, I've been taking driving courses in a car just to learn how to kind of navigate the streets here in the city and out of town. And it just really shows some of the differences that exist here. For example, yesterday I paid to take this course and we're driving around the city, and then he just tells me, hey, park behind this car here in this back alley, so I do. And then he gets out of the car and he's like, hey, this is my sister's house. So he gets out of the car and walks up into the house and just kind of goes into the house. And I'm sitting there thinking, okay, like, are we gonna keep driving? Then his sister comes out and says, hey, you wanna come into our house too and visit? And so I did, and we sat in there for about 15 minutes, just drinking water and tea and eating cookies. And it was just so different, like back in the States, if you pay for something, and somebody gets out of the car and walks away, you're really confused as to why you're taking the course. And then today, we were driving, and he told me to pull into this parking lot to practice backing up. Of course, I backed up a lot, and I know how to drive stick very well, so that was no problem for me. But he says, go ahead and start backing up, and just use your mirror to back up. And he's pointing to my side door mirror. So I don't know if you've ever tried to back up with your side door mirror, but if you have, you're missing a lot of information. So it's just so different here. Everything is so different here. Yesterday I had a really cool kind of a day. I had a really long day, over 12 hours altogether. But for 4 hours I got to study with a friend of mine in his village. So I went up to his village and we made Ketupat together. It's these baskets that you weave out of banana leaves, and they're really intricate and cool, and then use them to cook rice inside of. And they actually have this huge backstory that I don't know the whole part of, but basically what it has to do with is that it's helping making you new, atoning for maybe your wrongdoings. And it goes along really well with the Javanese saying during Eid al-Fitr, which is Mohon Maaf, Lahir dan Batin, which means I'm sorry for my life and wrongdoings, essentially. So you say that to all of your neighbors. And when people say it to their close relatives, like maybe their father or their grandfather, they actually kind of like kneel on the ground and like whisper it, almost like they're praying. And what I found out yesterday is that that's actually, it's kind of like a blessing. So people say sama sama, which normally in everyday conversation means you're welcome, but in this context, it's actually like a bit of a blessing. And then with the older people, when you do it, they'll actually put their hands on your shoulders or your head, and then they'll bless you. I haven't seen it too much, so I hope my information is correct, but yeah, I just wanted to give you guys an extra idea of how to pray for us, and just help you guys see how different things are here and kind of know how best to think about our time here. So thanks again, guys. We'll talk to you soon.